Hey, Jason here at Suffer City, going over an engine whole body workout. And this is going to be roughly the back half of a HYROX race simulated slightly. We're going to cut things down in size a little bit, and you're going to have the option to run through it once and perhaps even twice. And so let's talk a little bit about it. Starting out with your RPE values will be somewhere between a 6, a 7, and if you'd like to, as you get slightly more progression in your fitness, you could push this up into an 8. Moving on to your movement prep, fairly comprehensive. You do want to tune and tone the body up. In preparation for this, you will be moving around quite a bit, running, transitioning, some strength will be taxed. Of course, your lungs will be taxed. And so get your body warmed up, feel yourself breathing quite heavily. We've got a 2-minute run, some stretching, some moving, some more rowing up to 4, maybe 500 meters. Also some kettlebell options there to get the muscle fibers online, and some other stuff too. So for your movement prep, feel free to use what we put on offer for you. And if there are things more individualistic, things that are a little more idiosyncratic to your body that you know for your movement prep, then by all means do that as well. But you do want to feel yourself breathing heavily, feel the muscles heated up nicely, and then we can get into our engine, whole body back half. And so to get into the workout here, you see we've got 4 basic sections lined up for you. Now you can complete this one time through as a more express style of workout, and that will be an express style workout. Some of us will get done somewhere between 18, 25-minute range, or for a slightly more comprehensive, deeper dive into it, a more full engine, if you will, you can go through it 2 times. And so we kick off with a 600-meter run, and then that's going to go directly into 30 burpees. So ensure that whatever your work environment is, it's all within close proximity to each other. So as soon as you finish your run, you can go right into your burpees. Now you want to establish a bit of a rhythm and a bit of a flow here. Whether or not you're doing the express or the full engine, still establish a good flow, be able to move through this with as little stops as possible. Now 30 burpees will tax you a little bit, but hopefully not so much that you can't get right into your next run. Now if you feel taxed at the end of those 30 burpees, overly taxed even, hey, still move, still jog, get yourself into some style of movement and recover on the move. That's something you definitely want to start working into your training habits if you haven't already. With any type of HYROX, any type of integration style of work, you've got to recover on the move is a good habit to develop here. And so when you're done with those 30 burpees, move right into your next run, 600 meters, and then into a row. Now, of course, if you don't have access to a row, no big deal. You could bike for some equivalent value of meters or even some calories. You could obviously ski erg, but ideally we have a row available for you at 600 meters. Working technique, working the breathing. You're pushing it a little bit, but not so much that you're overly taxed. Again, you want to be in control of this workout. But once you're done there, you're back onto that 600-meter run. Then we go into a dumbbell suitcase squat. So as I said, this is simulatory. It's not necessarily full simulation. Suitcase squats. Now, the weight load there, 50, 35 pounds. You do want this to be challenging. You should not be able to fly through all 60 reps unbroken. You should be having to set those dumbbells down, likely because of the legs and the breathing, a little bit because of the forearms and the grip. Both should feel taxed here, but I would imagine for most of us, the legs will be a little more taxed than the grip. If the grip is a little more taxing for you, then hey, it's just an indication that that could be something you want to work on. But in either case, you get through those 60 reps, it's on to your next run, and then we finish up with a thruster at 60 reps as well. Now the dumbbell load out there, 35 for the gentlemen, 25 for the ladies, and this will be tough. Your heart rate will skyrocket. If you need to scale the dumbbell weight load, by all means do so, but again, this isn't something you should be flying through. Any more than 20 reps unbroken on this is an indication that your weight load is too light. So again, any more than 20 reps unbroken on your dumbbell thrusters is an indication that it's too light. We really want to tax the muscle here. But if you've gone through it once and it's your express, again, get the time, whatever it may be. Now, if you're going through this a second time, you likely had this planned out before. So you know to immediately get back into the run in preparation for the next set of burpees. And you would like rhythm in your flow to be similar to your first time through. You don't want to overly tax ourselves at any one station, so that we can find ourselves flowing through this as effectively as possible throughout the full course of the session. So So while I have highly encouraged you to go towards some heavier as well as the RX weight loads, hey, be sensible, all right? This is a lot of muscle volume. This is right at that bridge between what we can call muscle endurance and strength endurance. Whereas muscle endurance is working a little bit more on the aerobic side of muscle capacity, or strength endurance, and we can call muscle endurance more red, slow twitch, muscle fiber active, and our strength endurance more white, fast twitch, muscle active. And so just to put some distinction between the two, when we say muscle endurance, more aerobic, red, slow twitch, strength endurance, more anaerobic, white, fast twitch. And so we can get endurance features out of both. Obviously, it's just to what capacity can we do it. So looking at the total volume here, your RX weight loads, it is a pretty impressive course of work. So be mindful, be sensible, but still ensure that it is challenging for you. And when you're done, mark your time for completion on this. You will likely see this again. It's a great workout to repeat and get a time for, just to kind of check where your conditioning is at on these particular aspects of your HYROX racing. Again, as you can see, this isn't a simulation. It is more simulatory. We're definitely not doing the same loadout in terms of the distances and the rep counts, things of that manner. And we're also not doing the exact same movements. And so we wouldn't necessarily call this a simulation, but it is simulatory, and you will get some good integration function, meaning we're putting all the strength, endurance, muscle endurance, aerobics, all into one session for you. And so solid session here. Go at it, attack it. So, hey, this is Jason here, and until next time, be great.